Hey YouTube, this is Gamer Corey, and today we're coming back with some more Clash Royale content. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Legendary Challenge, which will begin in 4 hours from the time that I'm recording this, which is actually a little bit different because it's going to be released on a Thursday. So it'll be really interesting to see how that kind of plays out and how it works out for Supercell and Clash Royale community in general, because you were kind of used to these happening on Friday. So anyway, the challenge itself: create your own deck from the cards, from all the cards. So that means we're gonna have access to all of them. At least that's kind of how I read it. And aim for the legendary chest. Collect one-time rewards as you progress and compete in this challenge at 12 wins. All right, so my whole thing about this is obviously we get a free one-time reward of a legendary card, but then you get the top prize right here, and you're going to get it contains at least 5 epics and 55 rares, whatever, and you get 11,000 gold and 550 cards, which is absolutely outstanding, especially for a lot of the free-to-play players, which like always, could probably gonna at least get the one free entry. So take advantage of this. So the reason that we're gonna be talking about this one is we have the top 3 decks, or the top 3 decks that I believe, and then I've got kind of a special edition for you guys. If you guys want to, and you guys are feeling a little bit risky, then definitely use that deck. I probably won't be using it personally, but that's just me. So anyway, the one-time rewards are gonna be at 2 wins, 4 wins, 6, 8, 10, and then, of course, the legendary chest at 12. It is a total of 39,000 coins, and then the one-time reward with the legendary card. So it's going to be perfect if you guys time it and hold the chest and don't actually play until Friday. Then you have a chance of getting the Royal Giant out of this legendary challenge, and that's what I'm going to be shooting for, because I don't have the the Royal Ghost. Yeah, did I say Royal Giant? No, I don't want the Royal Giant. I want the Royal Ghost out of this legendary chest. Actually, I'd be happy with pretty much any legendary card. Doesn't really matter for me, but that's what I'm going to be aiming for. So I will be playing this on Friday for you guys. So stay tuned for that in those episodes. But this is probably going to cost about 100 gems, just because the top prize is 11,000 gold. But anyway, enough of my chatter. Let's get into the decks itself. So here we go, guys. Deck time. So if we head over here, the first deck that I'm going to show you, this is my Golem Knight Witch deck. This is pretty standard. The only thing that I don't have in this one that you guys might want to consider putting in is a ground unit. So there is nothing to prevent any ground units, whether it be elite barbarians, whatever you want to put on that's a normal attacking ground that's only going to attack ground units and go right to that tower. You might want to put in this deck, but it has worked out pretty well for me. I use it in ladder. Sometimes when I'm not using my normal deck, these cards are definitely not as high as my other deck is. So you got to keep that in mind. But I do win quite a bit with this, and I've used this a few times on like 2v2 and other challenges, and it works pretty well for me. So like I said, the only problem that I run into is if somebody is really ground heavy, then some of those cards just go right to the tower, and there's really not a whole lot you can stop, because the only thing that you have on the ground is the Golem and the Night Witch. And when you have that many ground troops targeting the Golem and the Night Witch, they're going to take it out pretty quickly. So you definitely need to have some backup with the air. But otherwise, getting like the Goblin Gang or Skeletons or something in there to at least kind of distract them for a little bit is going to be helpful. But this is my deck: Night Witch, Golem, Baby Dragon, Zap, Bats, Mega Minion, Minions, and the Fireball. So anyway, next one here that I have for you guys is this deck right here. This is actually the one that I used for the modern deck. The only thing that you might want to put in here instead of one of the cards would potentially be the Zap. Maybe replacing the poison with the Zap. But the nice thing about the poison is it's a minor control deck with that. And then you got the nice push with the Ice Golem going forward. And then you got the kind of the sneak attack towards the very end in double elixir time with the 3 musketeers. And then that way you can find out if he actually has fireball or rocket or poison or whatever he might have in order with that. So there's actually a lot of times in this game that I barely ever use the 3 musketeers, just because he had, or they had, whether it was he or she, had a fireball or a poison, so I just wasn't able to get on the field. And then there's a couple times that I was playing against like the Mega Knight, and then obviously the damage of the Mega Knight causes, well, that's already a positive elixir trade for them. So I just tried not to use it as much. But this deck got me my 6 wins pretty much instantly. With this last challenge that we had, it was only 6 of them. I can't remember even what it was called now, but this deck worked out really well for me, so that's why I'm featuring it in this challenge. But anyway, we got the Goblin Gang, Bandit, Ice Golem, Miner, Bats, Poison, 3 Musketeers, and the Log. And of course, I love the Log. I hated Log when I first got it, but I'm really glad that I have it because I use it pretty much in all of my main decks. So I don't think I have it actually in my Golem one, but that's fine. All right, so the one that I wanted, just this is kind of the bonus one, and if you're feeling really risky to do it, is the reason that I'm featuring this one is I use this deck specifically in the Rush challenge. I can't remember what it's called. It's just whoever takes the first tower first wins. I can't remember what is it just overtime challenge. I don't even remember. So anyway, if you're feeling risky and you want to do it, there's not a lot of troops, unfortunately. Most of it is spells, but it's a great to take out a first tower. And then if you can kind of control the match the rest of the time, then this deck might work out really well for you. I'm not personally going to be using it, but it's just something that I decided to throw in because of the recent event that we did have with that specifically. So there's that deck. Now, anyway, the last deck that I do want to show you, this is the deck that I do plan on using, and it's right here. This is the Mega Knight deck with the Miner and the Balloon. So we got Mega Knight, Zap, Bats, Ice Spirit, Goblin Gang, Balloon, Electro Wizard, and the Miner. So lots of different variations that you can do with this deck. This deck does really well in challenges in general. So this is the deck that I plan on using. So if you guys are looking for the deck to win, I've seen a lot of actually people win grand challenges and go like 12-1 with this deck. I haven't personally gone 12-1 with this deck, and I recommend that you guys just give it a try and just see what you guys like about it. It's great against Hog Rider because you can use that Mega Knight to drop down, do a lot of damage, and then if you can get the Electro Wizard down, or even like the Ice Spirit down, the Bats if they don't have Zap. But let's face it, a lot of people do run Zap, so you're kind of hopefully baiting out the Zap with like the Goblin Gang or even the Log, but then you just got to time it just correctly to get it through. But there are so many wins that you can do with this, and there's so many counters. Even if somebody has Goblin Gang, you can throw down an Ice Spirit with Bats or Goblin Gang, depending on if they're going to run Zap or a Log. And then you can even throw down the Electro Wizard to get a little bit of extra damage. With that, you can get Zap 2 of them at a time. But this is the deck that I plan on using, you guys. Hopefully, there's a lot of counters and a lot of capabilities, but if you can get any of these combinations, whether it's the Miner, Balloon, Mega Knight, Balloon, Electro Wizard, Balloon, or even the Goblin Gang and Balloon, there's a lot of damage to be had against the tower. And then obviously just keep in mind that, I mean, once this Balloon goes off, you're causing about 300 damage just from its death, and then any troops around it do take quite a significant amount of damage because of that death, the death kill from the Balloon. So that's why I have it in this deck. And then 2 of the cards do cause in arena damage. We have the Electro Wizard and the Mega Knight causing damage when they do enter the arena with I can't remember what's called, what is it, damage per second, spawn damage. There we go. 174 for that one. That's not even Tournament Standard because that's level 2. So Tournament Standard would actually be 159. And then Mega Knight causes 5. That's the jump damage. So where's that? Spawn damage is about 528. Its jump damage is exactly the same. So, and that one's already, that's level 2. So hang on. We got 480. I didn't realize that my Mega Knight was a level 2. To be honest, I thought it was still level 1. Wow, what am I thinking? So anyway, so that's the deck that I do plan on using in the upcoming Legendary Challenge. Hopefully you guys are going to have a lot of fun and do just enter it. But again, if you guys don't have the Royal Ghost yet, then start on Friday because that will be the release of the Royal Ghost, as you can see. Oh, no, it's actually releasing today. I thought it was actually on Friday, so they're actually upping it today, upping it one day. So I was going to play on Friday, but I'll probably play it tomorrow instead. So there we go. I had my timing off a little bit on that one, so I apologize for that, guys. But hopefully you guys are enjoying my content. Hopefully you guys check out one of these decks. If you guys do use one of these decks, let me know down in the comment section if it worked out well for you, or if there's a different deck that worked out really, really well for you that you guys would like me to try. So just go ahead and leave that in the comments. But if you guys are enjoying my videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Get all your Clash Royale content and other gaming videos right here with me, Gamer Corey. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. and you guys stay gaming.
Wow.